The following video was shared by a factory security guard. One night, the factory's camera recorded something very scary walking in the yard. Pay attention. In the footage, we can see what looks like a whitish figure walking through the fence. It stands there for a few seconds, then starts walking again toward the building until it completely disappears. According to this guard, it was a ghost, the ghost of a man who died in that same company a few years ago. But what do you think about this video? Was it a ghost, or just something that passed in front of the camera lens? You decide. The surveillance cameras of a house recorded the moment when something seems to attack a dog during the night. Pay attention. In the footage, we can see the dog sleeping in its bed when suddenly the bed starts to levitate, frightening the dog, who runs away. Another similar video shows a dog sleeping in the living room, and something appears to pull the rug, terrifying the dog. Pay attention. Many believe animals can see the supernatural and are very sensitive to the paranormal. Others believe it's fake, a staged video. And what do you think about this? As always, you have the final word. The next case is a very curious recording made by a man who was on his way home late at night. He saw something on top of a house, something he believes to be the famous Mothman, a well-known entity. Quickly, he pulled out his phone and recorded it. But what was that? What looks like a creature standing on the roof of a house remains still for a few seconds, then disappears. Was it the famous Mothman? What was that? The next evidence is a recording of a group of hospital workers who were gathered working on Christmas. They decided to celebrate. Everyone posed for a picture, and in that photo, something very sinister appeared. At the end of that corridor, something is standing there, something that looks like a person. But the person who shared the image said that everyone was there at the cable celebrating. There shouldn't have been anyone behind them. Moreover, that corridor is where the hospital's morgue is located. So who or what was that? It is a very frightening photograph. The next video was posted on TikTok. There isn't much information, but it shows two employees in a morgue when something very sinister happens. Pay attention.
Sunan to.
This video quickly went viral on the internet and left many people scared. However, opinions are divided. Some believe it is real footage, while others believe it was staged. And what do you think about this? As always, you have the final word. Sophia is a young adventurer. She dedicates herself to traveling to many places and sharing everything on her personal profile. On one of these trips, she recorded something very strange on top of a mountain. Pay attention to the evidence.
Você viu alguma coisa de estranho nesse vídeo?
Did you notice anything strange in this video? While she was filming the mountain, something appeared behind a rock, something she didn't notice at the time, only later when reviewing the footage and saw something that could not have been a person because there shouldn't be anyone there. It's a dangerous place for inexperienced people. So what was that? Could it have been an animal? She says there are no animals on that mountain. So what was it?
Hey, whoa, that's not right. Huh. Hey, whoa, that's not right. Huh.
This video is from surveillance cameras in a museum of oddities in Nottingham, England. This museum has many old objects which many believe are haunted. One night, the surveillance cameras recorded something very sinister. Pay attention to the evidence. The camera recorded something very strange. In one of the main rooms, we can see what looks like whitish smoke moving slowly. It moves throughout the room until it completely disappears. The question is, what was that? But that wasn't all. Something had already been recorded before, something very sinister in the attic, which is used as storage for objects that are not on display. The surveillance camera recorded something very frightening. Pay attention. Right at the entrance of the attic, a mysterious figure appears. A completely strange figure that stands there for a few minutes until it completely disappears. Now, what was that? What is happening in this museum? The employees of that museum are fully convinced that the place is haunted. This video was recorded in Mexico. There isn't much information, but it shows a group of people filming a window where an image of a very sinister and scary face appeared. In the footage, we can see that a face appeared in the window, an extremely sinister and frightening face. The question is, what was that? Was it a supernatural manifestation, just an optical illusion? But we can see that the people become completely terrified and quickly start recording it.